What connection does the origin of Halloween have with Noah's flood? Who, in the world, celebrates a version of the holiday? Evidence suggests that Halloween and the flood are linked by a certain fixation on the dead, death itself, and the occult. This link between the holiday and the celebration called the Day of the Dead is written about by Frank Humphrey. He wrote, "What is often overlooked, however, is that there is the remembrance of the Day of the Dead followed by a new year. This occurs on our modern Roman-based calendar at the end of October or the beginning of November, the Great Flood and Halloween." The link between the flood, Halloween and the Day of the Dead is worth noting. Many scholars believe the flood started around the fall of the year, specifically within the first 2 months of the Hebrew civil calendar. This 2-month period corresponds, in our modern calendar, to mid-September to mid-November, which clearly includes the time when Halloween is celebrated. The beginnings of Halloween may have begun shortly after the flood, when rebellious humans built a giant tower in a vain attempt to try and save themselves should the flood return. This tower existed in Babel, Babylon. God's solution to man's hard heart at Babel was to change the one language humans used into many, Genesis 11:1, 2, 4, 9, thus encouraging them to scatter. Virtually every culture since the scattering of man at Babel has maintained, in one form or another, a legend of a great flood. Often, the traditions that sprung from the legend are associated with a period known as the Day of Death, the Dead, as well as a new beginning. These traditions generally occur and are celebrated in the fall of the year. In relation to when Halloween occurs, how widespread was, and is, a day dedicated to the dead celebrated? According to Humphrey's book, the ancient Assyrians had ceremonies for the souls of the dead during the mid-October through mid-November time frame. In Egypt, Osiris' box or coffin, which floated on water for a year, was the distorted Egyptian memory of the flood. This box was placed on water between October to November each year, around the time of Halloween. The ancient Peruvian Incas began their year in November with a celebration called Ayamarca, which concluded with the placing of food and beverages on the graves of the departed. Shadows of the fixation on death that is the core of Halloween can also be seen in the early Anglo-Saxon period known as the November Blood Month. In India, the Hindu Durga celebration for those who have died was first tied to their new year, which began in November. Aboriginal Australians, each fall, put white-colored stripes on both their legs and arms to symbolize a skeleton. In parts of Europe, November 2nd is celebrated as a Day of the Dead. In Wales and Scotland, early November is a time when ghosts are remembered, which is strikingly similar to the use of such spirits in Halloween celebrations. Humphrey's conclusion regarding the link between the flood and this holiday is, the legends cited are found all over the world, yet they all have in common this remembrance of death, at the end of October and the beginning of November. All the above are tantalizing clues as to the true origin of Halloween. It is entirely possible that the holiday is a perverted memorial to the people put to death in Noah's flood.
It's time. Tell me, do you like music, Mr. Finch?
That music.
Yes. His music.
Who was he?
He was Edmond Dantes. And he was my father. And my mother. My brother. My friend. He was you. And me. He was all of us. No one will ever forget that night and what it meant for this country. But I will never forget the man and what he meant to me.
Mission transmitter ready?
Yes, Commander. I am about to make the first test.
Success at last, Destro. By tomorrow, the United States shall be ours. Man. Attention, citizens. Due to the financial irresponsibility and incompetence of your leaders, Cobra has found it necessary to restructure your nation's economy. We have begun by eliminating the worthless green paper, which your government has deceived you into believing is valuable. Cobra will come to your rescue, and out of the ashes will arise a new order!
In less than a week, buying and selling have been replaced by rioting and looting.
And you can't reestablish order until you print new currency.
The culmination of 500 years of preparation. On holy ground on the night of the Hunter's Moon, I will cast the fulfillment spell inscribed upon the Medici tablet. The spell will bond the chemical disinfectant DI-7 with the CV-1000 carrier virus. This blend of science and sorcery will disinfect the planet of all intelligent life, fulfilling my greatest desire, the complete destruction of the human race. The praying gargoyle will protect me, my daughter, and my kind from the plague. And gargoyles will take their rightful place as the rulers of this world. I will take my rightful place. Point Zero will be St. Damian's Cathedral. Statistical specs follow.
Any more doubts? 2 for Evil Dead, please?
That'll be $2.
Why you wear that stupid bunny suit?
Why are you wearing that stupid man suit?
Take it off. What happened to your eye?
I'm so sorry.
Why they call you Frank?
It is the name of my father. And his father before me.
Frank? When's this gonna stop?
You should already know that. I want you to watch the movie Scream. There's something